Hi, my name is David, and we will be presenting our project named Healthcare Record Application Implementing Blockchain. We wanted to create a secure, modern, user-friendly, and appealing UI that will help the user, which is either the patient or the doctor, to navigate through all the information needed to be viewed or accessed. Currently, we are running all our databases locally, meaning that all information is specific per device connected. We use a combination of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which are all mostly written from scratch. Also, for our backend, we implemented Django to connect our UI with our database. Trine will be speaking about this later. All of our backend was written in Python. We chose this due to Python being simple, powerful, and compatibility throughout all systems was more or less flawless. So, to run our system, we must start 3 different terminals. The first one being for the MongoDB database. So that's running there. And the other one here is for the MongoDB. Second one is for the BigchainDB database. Which is taking care of our blockchain processes. So you can see all the transactions being written. Right. The third terminal will be for the Python backend, which is the Django backend. Go to a different browser this time and enter. This is our homepage for the database. As we can see here on our main page, we are shown a very simple and clean layout. We have a container which contains a button for existing user, our system logo, and a button for a new user. We will be going through what both of these buttons do. When we select the existing patient button, we are redirected to a login page. This login uses POST to retrieve username and password from the database and is secured using CSRF token, which prevents unauthorized commands from being entered. When an incorrect password is entered, so imagine a random password, the page refreshes and prompts the user to enter the right password again. Here I will log myself in to show the information is displayed. Of course, my login is also an admin login that I can use to create or edit other users, as doctors can also be patients and have their information on the database. Once we are logged in, we have a simple interface where users can view general information, previous doctors, illnesses, and medication. A picture of the user can also be displayed if uploaded during the creation of the patient, along with all relevant information about the patient. Of course, the patient cannot modify his or her own information, but only view it. To log the patient out, we click the logout button here on the top right, and we will be redirected back to the first page. There is no confirmation for logging out, but we can confirm we are logged out by copying the previous details addresses when we are logged in. There is no confirmation for logging out, but we can confirm we are logged out by copying the previous details address when we are logged in, logging out, and pasting the address into the URL, which then redirects us to log in before we can view the information.
My name is Trine, and I will be speaking about the admin page and how users are set up and edited. This admin page is set up as default through Django and communicates with our MongoDB database. To get to this admin page, we select the new user button, which will redirect us to the admin login page. Here I will attempt to log Alice in, which does not have an admin or super user permission on her account, meaning that she is just a patient, and as we can see, we will not be able to log her in. Instead, I will use my own account to log into the admin page. As we can see, this is the admin page, and we have a few options. We can log out by pressing the logout button, which is in the top right corner here. We can select users or user profiles. To view or edit existing users, we select user profiles, and all existing patients or admins which are also patients can be viewed or edited. We select the user to modify their information and press save. To create a new user, we press the home button to return back to our main admin page. Then beside the user, we press add. We will add the basic information such as username, and password. We can ignore the rest of this information for now, unless we want to create an admin by selecting these two options. We will not do that for now. We press save. Once we save the user, we press home. We go back to user profiles, and we can see that the user profile was created with blank information. We select this new user and fill out all the relevant information. If some of the information is not currently necessary or available, we can leave it blank. We now save this user, and the user profile is created. We press the home button and then the logout button, and we can now log in this new user. Here we are shown all the newly input information, which is returned from our database and shown in this UI. Here are the previous doctors, illnesses that were inputted, and medicine. When Django was being set up, we came across a problem. Django uses an SQL database, and as we were using MongoDB, which is a non-SQL database, we had a few compatibility issues. We solved this by using Django, which translates the SQL queries coming from Django to MongoDB.
So at the moment, the only way to add a block into the blockchain is by running a Python code. So as you can see here, we have the data.b.py code that we created, and you can see the user's private key and the public key, and this is the asset that is being pushed in. So we're gonna try and add another block. So let's create a record saying hello assessors. Save that. And here is where the transactions are being prepared, being signed by the keys, and being sent into the blockchain. And we're gonna have to print it, and we're gonna have it print out on the terminal here. So now that's saved, we just have to Python 3 data.b.py, and it says here transaction is validated, and you can see here the asset hello assessors, and this is the hash code, or the transaction ID, sorry. So this is the transaction ID we're going to copy, and we're going to go to a browser. 27.984, and this is where we paste the hash code or the transaction ID. And you can see here the record is test, and hello assessors is in the blockchain.